Hello, Aries. Welcome in. It is Laura from Tenacious Taurus Tarot and Astro Insights, and this is going to be your March 2025 energy update. We got some pretty powerful cosmic shifts in the month of March, and as an Aries, you are going to be feeling this energy on every single level. We've got Venus, Mercury, the Sun, Neptune, all activating your sign of Aries, plus we're going into Eclipse Season. And so March really is going to be a time of deep transformation, realignment, renewal, whether it's in your love life, whether it's connected to communication, or even your personal identity, especially connected to your spiritual path. I feel the universe is pushing you to evolve. So let's talk about these cosmic energies for March, and then we're going to jump in with an oracle card to set the tone, and we are going to go deeper with the tarot. So the month is going to bring forward a lot of major astrological transits that are going to shape your journey, especially connected to any major Aries placements. So if you are an Aries sun, Moon, rising, Venus, Jupiter, even a North Node, these energies are loud. With Venus stationing retrograde on March 1st in Aries, this is all connected to love and relationships. Self-worth, I think, is up for review for my Aries out there. There's likely going to be some old wounds resurfacing, but this really is a chance, I feel, to redefine what love and value means to you. We do have Mercury entering into Aries on March 3rd, and then it's going to station retrograde on the 15th of March. And so you can expect some fast moving ideas, some strong opinions, and there's going to be a need, I feel, to clear up any communication issues. So once Mercury goes retrograde, I think you're going to be tested when it comes to your patience. Aries, I know you can sometimes shoot first and ask questions later. So a big warning about thinking before you speak. We're going into Aries season on the 20th, and that is going to mark the spring equinox. So happy birthday to any March Aries out there. But I do feel this really is the cosmic reset button for you. It's really time to claim back your energy, Aries. It's time to set those bold intentions, and it's time to step into your personal power. We've got Neptune entering Aries, and so this is pretty loud. This is definitely going to bring forward a major fated event. I feel a shift in your destiny, a shift in your spiritual purpose, and so expect to feel that pull towards deeper self-discovery. And eclipse season is loud. We've got 2 eclipses in the month of March. They're just around the corner. And so with all of these energies, I kind of just feel new doors are opening. Maybe there's doors closing where needed, but you are at a major turning point, and it's kind of time to release what no longer is serving you. So trust in divine timing and get ready to step into the next chapter of your life. So what have we got for Aries? We get the 15 card. It is connected to the sacral chakra, and it is asking you to release the past and to trust in your inner knowing about going forward. And so whenever I see a 15 card, I do equate it to the major arcana in the tarot connected to the devil card. And so there might be patterns here that need to be addressed. There could be codependencies here that are serving as a block. You notice the card kind of just fell. There could be some type of fallout. And on the bottom of the deck, Aries, we do get the Iris card. It is a 38 card. And so it's kind of time for you to shift out of whatever stagnation you've been sitting in order to allow your creative energy to flow. The Valerian card is definitely a card of purpose, your soulful purpose. It's a card of intuition. So really be present with yourself, because I do feel there is a major integration of the past. As you release the past and you trust your inner knowing about going forward, I think you're finally about to reach a place of tranquility and equilibrium again. And so when this card shows up, it's really time to make peace with the past. It's time to release any worry or anxieties about the future, because you are being supported when it comes to accepting the past experiences you've gone through and seeing maybe how they've been necessary when it comes to shaping your soul's journey and your healing journey. And so how can you take a step back this month of March, Restore your trust in your intuition so you can move forward with confidence, because I do feel these universal energies are assisting you in finding a new meaning in your life despite the challenges. So I want to just say, be prepared for some type of breakthrough in the month of March. Let's take this reading a little bit further, and let's dig in with the tarot cards. Let's see what the tarot has to say. What's coming through for Aries? We got two peeking out. Look at that. I can't even make this up, Aries. We get the Devil card with the Sun in reversed. And so there it is. There's that codependency. I just feel you've probably been in the dark night of the soul energy. That's kind of what that's feeling like to me. It feels like you need to break free from some type of pattern within relationships. I just got to say, Aries, this feels like a pretty strong message to me. A pretty strong message about unhealthy attachments. There's some type of toxic attachment here that you need to release yourself from, whether it's an illusion or even confronting your own shadows. Something here has been clouding your judgment with the Sun card in reversed. And so where do you need to address a toxic pattern or a codependent relationship here? Because I think March is loud. It's really going to highlight the areas, I think, where perhaps you're feeling trapped, maybe due to fear. There is some type of very heavy emotional entanglement, and I think something here is about to blow. Look at that volcano in the background. Something here is about to blow. And so this might happen when all of this Aries energy comes into the collective field, but I do feel you're stuck in some type of karmic cycle. The Sun in reversed is saying you are in a state of lack. I think you might be feeling controlled, even manipulated, and maybe you're even struggling with releasing an unhealthy dynamic here. But I do feel you are being asked to make decisions out of love rather than fear. And so there's some type of hidden truth. I think there's a hidden truth coming to light in the month of March. I kind of feel there's a toxic pattern here that needs to be revealed. There's some type of disillusionment. When the Sun is upright, think about the Sun. It's our vitality, it's warmth, it's truth. When the Sun card comes out in reverse, this is a period, I think, of confusion. I think you're going to have to overcome self-doubt. There could be delayed happiness due to addictions, due to a codependency, and this could be connected to money. The devil does rule greed, materialism, but I just feel do not be swayed. Do not be swayed by materialism. Something here has been obscuring your path moving forward. This could also be denial when it comes to some past wounds that are still lingering. I just feel in connection to the Devil card with the Sun in reversed, it's kind of time to come to terms with an ending. It's time to come to terms with the ways in which you also play into a toxic situation and how this has dimmed your light. And so how can you release the past? How can you release the past and break free? Let's take a look at the bottom of the deck. Oh, we get the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. And so that is a loud energy of patterns. And maybe this has been an unhealthy relationship pattern that has plagued your ancestry, your lineage for quite some time. The 10 of Pentacles is legacy. What kind of legacy do you want to leave? Because I do feel there's clarity emerging about some type of limiting belief connected to your ancestry, connected to a legacy. And this is pretty loud. So we can wish for things to be a certain way. It doesn't mean that that's how it's meant to be. I feel you kind of got to peel back all of these layers of deception, self-imposed limitation. You've got to recognize the patterns. So there's some type of illuminated truth that's been hidden that I think is coming to light. There's likely going to be a moment of clarity in the month of March where you kind of see a relationship or a situation for what it truly is rather than what it is you wished it to be. Oh, it just feels really heavy when it comes to needing to let go of codependencies. And so I think you're kind of at a point where you have to get really real about some type of entanglement. And I think there's deep emotions here. And I do feel you're going to have a realization that your happiness is never going to be dependent on anything external, whether that's money, another person. It's really time to bring the journey inward to gain that internal peace. How can you heal and reclaim back your power? This is without a doubt connected to some type of family lineage. So let's go a little bit further with these cards and let's see what this is all about. What is this emotional entanglement about? And what is the solution? How does Aries break free from this? So take this how it resonates, swap around the energies, but I do feel you could be dealing with a Leo, somebody with prominent Leo in their chart. You could be dealing with a Capricorn. Oh my goodness, how do we get out of this situation? We get the Five of Pentacles in reversed, to the King of Cups in reversed, to the Three of Swords in reversed. And so there's some type of emotional denial here. That's really what this is saying. I gotta say, Aries, this is feeling really heavy. When I think of the Five of Pentacles, I think of abandonment, right? And we've got this energy here with this King of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. There's a lack of emotional stability here. You could be dealing with somebody that is very unstable, that has suppressed their emotions. I do feel emotional manipulation. I think it's time to recover from some type of abandonment or feelings of isolation. I do feel there's heartbreak here. It's time to heal from this heartbreak. It's time to heal from this emotional pain. I think there's some type of betrayal here that has kept you looped in a negative, repetitive pattern with somebody here, and it's kind of time to break free. It's really time to get to a place of emotional acceptance. Maybe after releasing a cycle of grief, a cycle of wounding. This really is a mirroring of what it is that you need to break free from over here. That's kind of what I'm feeling here. And so how can you take this energy and progress and move away maybe from victimhood, scarcity mindset with the Five of Pentacles? I think it's really time to heal and let go. You're dealing with somebody that is emotionally unstable, has their own unhealed traumas, and it's kind of time to move on. As hard as it might be, the energies are asking you to move on. And so how can you turn this situation into a solution? I think with the King of Cups in reverse, it's kind of calling for emotional mastery. It's asking you to, instead of repressing any emotions, to acknowledge them, process them, release them in a healthy way. Watch out for emotional avoidance too. There's some type of over attachment to some type of past pain. And maybe you've been trying to break free from a cycle with somebody for the last 3 or 4 years. Oh, actually, that's the Four of Swords. There is a need to heal. And you don't need external validation in order to heal. What you need to do, Aries, is practice self-love. You need to rebuild your self-worth. You need to overcome this sense of lack or whatever wound has made you feel abandoned. Seek that support from friends. Seek that support from spiritual communities or a mentor who's going to help uplift you and encourage the pathway of growth. It's really time to shift out of a mindset of scarcity and unworthiness. Do not let the devil get inside your head. It's time to take steps towards self-sufficiency, right? And so if the past has kind of left you financially or emotionally wounded, it's time to start grounding yourself. It's time to get stable in a routine by setting healthy boundaries. There's going to be new opportunities for growth, I feel, coming forward in the month of March, and you are in the process of releasing a lot of pain. And so that Knight of Swords in reverse, there could be an argument here with no resolution in sight. But you have to understand the role that you play in this cycle. And so do not excuse past harm. Do not excuse somebody's behavior. This is an energy I feel that could lead to resentment, some harsh words being spoken. But I just feel it's time for you to move from stagnation into the energy of self-empowerment. And so how can you head towards emotional recovery? How can you take those steps? So first off, I think you got to own your emotions. You got to own your emotions here. And you got to step into a place where the past no longer defines you. So let's close this off with a spiritual journey oracle message. Let's see what we need to hear in order to kind of open up a doorway to a brighter future for you, Aries. So what is the closing message here for my Aries collective? What do they need to know to boldly step into the next chapter of their life? What is the closing message here? All right. Well, there you have it, Aries. We get living consciously. So it's really time to make a decision here. It's really time to make a choice for the betterment, for your life, and all of those connected to you. And so we can choose to repeat the pains of the past, or we can choose to make conscious choices that are healing for everybody involved in whatever situation this is. Pretty deep energies, I gotta say, coming through for you, Aries. Pretty deep energies when it comes to a pivot point. And so I think it's really time to break free. Living consciously means like making decisions with awareness and intention. You can't operate on autopilot anymore, Aries. I think that's a big message. And you can't be driven by fear, wounding, or unhealthy attachments. It's really time to step out of the illusion. I think that's the closing message. And so this is a key part of transformation, living consciously. It is about becoming fully aware of your choices and making sure that they do align with your highest self. And so this is a big, big month for you. Ask yourself, what habits, relationships, or thoughts are holding you back? Ask yourself that. Ask yourself, are you choosing out of love and growth, or are you choosing out of fear or comfort? Are you staying in a situation that's no longer serving you just because it's familiar? Are you dealing with a familiar attachment here? Breaking free does mean choosing differently. We cannot heal in the place that broke us. And so it's time to set some boundaries. It's time to shift your mindset. It's time to remove yourself from a very toxic dynamic. And instead of reacting, pause and reflect. Ask yourself, hey, what is this teaching me? Am I making a choice based on past wounds or present truth? Shift from victimhood to empowerment, Aries, because the past is what is shaping you, but it doesn't ever have to keep defining your future. And so get ready to shift out of a lack mindset. Instead of thinking I'm alone, shift the energy to I am always supported and I can build my own support system. Instead of thinking I'm not enough, shift your energy into a state of growth and understand that you are worthy of love and success. If you're thinking, hey, I don't have what I need, shift that mindset to say I am resourceful and solutions are always available to me. And so be mindful. Practice self-awareness. Do not react out of habit. Choose your responses with awareness and make choices that do align to your higher self, especially before making any decisions. Maybe you just need to ask yourself, is this choice rooted in self-love or fear? And if you knew your worth, what choice would you make? And I'll leave it at that.